Hello and welcome to the Unofficial Maritime Wrestling Podcast. Corey here along with Jason and Mark. And today, as our guest, he's real, he's raw, he's the goddamn international draw. He's August Artois.
Yeah, that was quite the introduction. I usually shit on the fucking introductions just because they say something like, he's the worldwide draw. I'm like, no, it's the international fucking draw, dipshit. I don't wrestle everywhere in the world. I don't wrestle in Antarctica. I don't wrestle in fucking Guam. But fucking, and then a lot of people will say August Artois or August Attar or August Artemis. I mean, you guys are French, though, so fucking...
We're French, so yeah, it works out. We got some good beer called Artois, so Stella Artois.
Yeah, everyone thinks that's what I drink, but it's not. So I'll have fans show up to the show, and they're like, dude, I got you a 6-pack of Stella. I'm like, cool, man. Like, I'll drink it, but that's not what I wanted.
All right. To start off, standard question we ask everybody. Were you a wrestling fan growing up? And if so, who were some of your favorite wrestlers?
Oh yeah, absolutely, dude. I don't think people, I mean, besides like the WWF guys now or the WWE guys now that are forced to come into college to wrestle because they couldn't make it as a fucking football player or a basketball player. I feel like that's like most of us, I think like 95% of wrestlers watched it as kids. Sorry to spew at those fucking bastards. That shit pisses me off, though. Yeah, I was a fan of it. I grew up with a big brother. We're 4 years apart, so he got into it. Then I got into it. I would always dress up as like Hulk Hogan. He would always dress up as Ultimate Warrior. And then as we got older, we would like have the trampoline set up in the back, but then we'd take the trampoline, like the bouncy part off, so we just have like a circle of death, I guess. And we'd wrestle. We would just wrestle in the circle, like a circle cage, and then it was pretty cool. And then two boys and stuff. We would jump off the house into the pool or off the trampoline into the pool, and we'd always try moves on each other. Or mom would go get like a fucking 12-pack of Mountain Dew, and then the next day it'd be gone because we would smash them all together and fucking chug them down like stone. So then I say my favorite, I guess my Mount Rushmore, I guess that'd be 4 guys. Would be Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold, The Rock, and Shawn Michaels. And front and center would be Shawn Michaels, specifically 96 Shawn Michaels. That's one compliment that I've gotten a lot. People say, my antics, my attitude, my fucking, my selling in the ring and stuff like that. It's so Shawn Michaels from when he was good. And, include the drugs. I don't give a shit.
So... You're originally from Cleveland, Ohio, correct?
Yes, this is correct.
You moved to Florida. Was the move to Florida for wrestling training?
Yeah, that's when I was living in Cleveland, it was just like I was ready I turned 30 years old, and I was ready just to fucking have a job, raise my fucking cats, and just like quiet fucking life. And my brother came down to Florida and he went to a WWN, which is WWN used to own Evolve. They just sold it to WWF, or goddammit, WWE. So he went down and did a seminar to be a referee, and he went right through, bypassed so many people. And so I'm sitting at home in Cleveland watching Raw, SmackDown, the pay-per-views, and my brother's he's a doctor, he's a nurse, he's a fucking ninja, he's an extra every week. So he tells me, he's like, dude, you need to come down here. Like, you could definitely do this. And I was like, no, man, I'm 30 fucking years old. Like, these kids are fucking 21 years old, 18 years old in their fucking training. Like, ain't a chance in hell. So then everyone's telling me oh, COVID's around and you can't go outside and you can't do anything. I was like, oh, this sucks. Like, now I'm extra lonely. Like, not only now am I going to take my brother's advice, come down to Florida, but now my mom and my brother both live in Florida. That's the only family I have. So it was kind of like a double shot. So I came down to be close to family and to do the training. So, dude, I started fucking training and what was 2 weeks of training, which that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, or I'm sorry, 2 months of training, which was about 6 6 training sessions each month, so 12 training sessions, and then they were like, you know what, we're gonna give you your first match. I had my first match, and fucking next thing you know, I'm freezing my fucking asshole. Let me shut this fucking fan off. Jesus fucking Christ. I know you guys can hear it. I was like, oh yeah, so, and then I started wrestling. And it's fucking hell. Anyways, yeah, and ever since then, like, I would always get sick of fucking the veterans in the locker room being like, we didn't have a training school back when I was a kid. We learned how to wrestle so I stopped fucking training. And now a lot of the veterans are like, oh, these guys are out here training in August Artois. That's very unprofessional. August, you need to be training. Fuck off. Suck my dick. My training, I'm as good as I wanted to step into a ring. And then once I got into the ring, every time I have a match, that's me learning something new. And every fucking match I still have from wrestling in Asia to Europe to fucking Puerto Rico, Canada, I learn something new every time. So that's my fucking training.
Who were some of the guys that trained you at that company?
Francisco Chiazzo, my father. I guess I'll say he was my wrestling father. He was more of a father to me than my own father was. I've got his picture. God rest his soul. I've got his picture right there. I got his boots over there. I've got his wrestling boots over there, and I've got him right here in my heart. Yeah, dude. I went to go train with him, and everyone around Florida was like, Jay Lethal's right here down the street. Fucking Matt Seidel's right here down the street. Why would you go to this guy? I'm like, what's wrong with him? They're like, well, he's kind of an asshole. I was like, well, did he rape anybody? Did he fucking rob anybody? Did he steal any money from anybody? They're like, no, he's just an asshole. I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll go fucking train with the asshole. I didn't want to go I didn't want to train with somebody who's trying to be on TV like I am. Like Jay Lethal's trying to get signed and be on TV. Fucking Matt Seidel, fucking God knows what his dumb ass is doing, but probably the same fucking thing. So I wanted someone who was at the end of their road to train me, and I found the greatest trainer, someone who didn't pull back at fucking all. Also, Storm Thomas was there. He was an assistant trainer, didn't do fuck all for me though, but besides help me with my resume. Good guy though, great guy. But Francisco Chiazzo, he's the one that really held me under his wing, and when I first started, the whole reel and raw thing almost got me in a lot of trouble. And only person I could turn to was my coach, and he's like, tell everybody to suck your dick, dude. That's where a lot of this brashness comes from. Because I'll never forget, I had my brother's good friends with Garrett Bischoff, Eric Bischoff's son.
Yep.
And I didn't really know who the hell he was because I stopped watching wrestling for a very long time. So I didn't even know who Eric Bischoff or Garrett Bischoff was. So once I started wrestling, then my brother was like, oh, hey, Garrett's coming over. And I was like, oh, Bischoff. I'm like, Eric Bischoff's son? So he comes over, he's like, hey, kid, you remember me? I'm like, kind of. He's like, we partied together in Clearwater. I'm like, oh, dude, I don't fucking remember any of those days. So he's like, I hear you're going to be a wrestler. I'm like, yeah. And he's like, well, how about we put a little match together, huh? And he was fucking around with me. And right away, I got on the phone with the promoter of WWN, and I was like, hey, man, do you think we could do a match with me and Garrett? And he's like, yeah, it'd be cool. And I was like, all right, well, don't announce it or anything like that. We're going to do a little work. So I told Garrett, I was like, just ignore everything I say on Facebook. And he's like, absolutely, dude. So he had a show coming up, his debut, he has his comeback match he was having at a company in Orlando. We're on the other side of Florida. So I go online and I was like, I hear Garrett Bischoff's getting back in the ring, and I put 1,000 laugh emojis. And the wrestling world lost their, because I think I've had 4 matches by now, and people were like, and I did it off my shoot. I do everything off my shoot page because I am August Artois. So everybody's fucking hitting my coach up. They're hitting Garrett up. They're like, who the fuck is this kid? Who the fuck is this Timothy August Felger kid? He's shooting on fucking Garrett Bischoff. He's going to get himself in a lot of trouble. So I'm getting messages from other promoters in Florida. Like, hey kid, I would never fucking book you. You're a punk. You're what's wrong with this business. And at the time, now that I can be honest about it, I'm sitting there like, oh, fuck, dude. What did I just do? I just fucked myself. Nobody's ever going to book me now. Everyone hates me. So I asked my coach, and Garrett's sitting right next to me on the couch, and he's like, dude, look at my fucking phone blowing up. He's like, who's this fucking kid? Who's this? So I asked my coach, I was like, what should I do? He's like, whoever, unless it's Vince McMahon or Triple H, unless it's one of those two, tell him to suck your fucking dick. I was like, all right. So I did it. Dude, fast forward like 7-8 months, those same promoters that were telling me they'd never book me were like, hey, man, I'd love to have you on my show.
Yeah. Exactly, yeah.
Well, because like the thing is, like, a lot of people know the man and the entertainer. And if you want to believe that the entertainer is the man, then like fucking believe that. And I'm never going to hold up. The only person that's ever seen me break character are my fucking cats. and that's the thing is like people are like, what's your character? It's just fucking it's me amplified. Like if you see me at a fucking Denny's on a Tuesday, it's gonna be like this, but I might not have the glasses on.
That's good stuff, man. Based on what we could find, you first started taking outside bookings in Georgia in May 2021. What was that experience stepping into a new state like that?
Damn, good research. You never have podcasters do any fucking research these days. Pussies. It was cool, man. I had my dick swinging, though, because, like I said, I fucking only trained for 2 months. And at the time, there were guys who were wrestling already for, like, 2-3 years that were, like, still around my age group or around my age group from fucking 20 to 30 years old, I would say. So there's guys that was wrestling for, like, 3 to 5 years, and they've never left Florida. And I'm 5 months, 7 months in the business, and I go to Georgia. So, you can believe me sitting there fucking honking my own horn and fucking pissing on everybody's flowers. So, the hatred for me just kept growing and growing, but all it kept doing for promoters outside of Florida were like, this kid's a fucking heat magnet. Like, everybody in his own state hates him. But the only reason everybody hated me was because I did it faster than everybody else. I did it better than everybody else, and I can continue to do it. Like, it's been 5 fucking years, and I haven't slowed down, and it's only getting better and better. I got people, hit. So then I would have like people hit me up, guys that I knew, because like I'd be on the internet all fucking day. It was COVID. I fucking had nothing to do. So I'm looking through all these comments and these posts about me, and I'm seeing all these other comments from people that I thought were being like fucking good people that were shitting on me. Like, oh, I know this kid won't be around longer than a year. Suck my dick. So the next thing you know, I'm sitting there minding my own business. I get a fucking message. Hey, August, I just wanted to say, man, I've really looked up to you for quite a while now, and I'm really impressed with your work. And I had a few questions on how you go about getting bookings. Motherfucker, I remember that you were one of those comments. So I would message him right back and be like, dude, like I know I saw your comment, blah, 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 and you're a piece of shit. Fuck off. And then I would screenshot it, and then I would post it on my Facebook and be like, anybody else? So fucking like everybody started hating me, but there was no reason to hate me other than the reason that you guys started this shit. I'm a wrestler. You guys got worked by a worker, and now you hate me in return because of that. And then the success that I get, people keep hating me. So, and then on top of that, I'm good looking as shit, dude. Like there's not a lot of fucking guys in the business that like I look fucking cool. Like if I stepped out of my body and saw me walking down the street, I'd be like, hey, man, you look fucking cool. So, I mean, that probably pisses a lot of people off, too. But I've got my shit together, and I don't need a group of people. Like, I don't need a group of friends. And I've said it from day one. Like, after the show, people would be like, hey, August, do you want to go get a drink with me, the boys? We're all going to get something to eat. I'd be like, no. Do you go to a bowling alley and fucking ask everybody that's bowling, hey, everybody want to go get a drink because we're all bowlers? No, motherfucker. Just because we're all wrestlers doesn't mean we're all fucking friends. Get out of here. Idiots.
That's gold, man. That's gold.
It's fucking so stupid, these guys, though. I mean, and like I said, a lot of the hatred has came from them trying to keep me at bay, me fucking jumping over that wall, or just creating my own path and going around. Them seeing because a lot of people were like, this guy will be gone in like a year or two. He's a flash in the pan. Then they see me getting booked. I think I'm at 16 states now. Canada, Puerto Rico, Scotland, England, fucking Scotland, England. Oh, fucking Thailand. That's a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, and then it's continuous. And these companies like Georgia, I wrestle in Georgia. That's like the 8th time they brought me back. I've been brought back to Jersey multiple times, Georgia multiple times. Fucking, I've been to Texas, Ohio multiple times. And then now they're seeing this and they're like, what the fuck is he doing right? This kid's a blatant asshole. Like, okay, August Artois is a blatant asshole, but the promoters know they're getting the professional Timothy August Felger, not August, Artois.
You mentioned all these places that you work, like Michigan, North Carolina, Maine, Colorado, Mississippi, returning to Georgia, going overseas. What's the difference in crowds between all these different places?
Great question. I'd say, fuck. It's kind of like a tie between Scotland and Puerto Rico but Puerto Rico has the air horns, and it's fucking annoying. But Scotland and Puerto Rico have the craziest fucking, like, the most ambitious fans. Right there, underneath those two is England. Those fucking crowds are crazy. And then below that is Canada, and then at the bottom is America, for sure. And that's...
Really?
But then the fan base, I think, is based off of what other entertainment is around. Like, if you go to a main city like Seattle or something like that, or you go to a main city like Philadelphia has multiple independent wrestling. They have WWE coming all the time, AEW coming all the time. They have live music. They have fucking, demolition derbies, monster truck shows. So there's so much entertainment that, like, people might not be in awe. But if you go to fucking bumfuck Wisconsin and have a show, and these people have entertainment once a month, and you're that entertainment, they're going to be in the crowd like, yeah, fucking yeah, get him. Other than people, like, saving their voice for the show they have tomorrow as well. You know what I'm saying? So it depends, I think, on location. But, yeah, I think Florida fans fucking suck. I would say that. I think the more north you get, the better the fans get. Because people up north deal with fucking... Like, they deal with the summer and the heat and the fucking scolding fucking hotness, but then you fucking got to deal with the freezing fucking cold and the snow, too, and everything in between. So I think people are just so much more appreciative up north. People in Florida...
You got a point there.
People in Florida are sitting there with their shorts on and their tank tops and their sandals like, boo, this wrestling show's boring, bro. Fucking idiots.
2023. You had a huge match versus Brian Brock. A bull rope match for the Full Impact Pro Heavyweight Championship of the World. And you walked out of that match the brand new champion. How could you describe that match? What are some memories from that?
I don't have any memories. I got a concussion. No, I'm kidding. That was the highlight of my career for sure, because when I started with WWN, they told me, all right, we have Proving Ground every Wednesday. I was like, is that okay? That's the only show? I want to be the fucking top guy at Proving Ground. Next thing you know, and the company was called ACW, but it was WWN Proving Ground. So ACW presents WWN Proving Ground. I was the ACW heavyweight champion within fucking months. So I'm standing on top of the fucking mountain, and next thing you know, they're like, "Hey, we're bringing FIP back," and this is during, I'm saying, COVID. So I didn't know anything about these companies because I wasn't watching wrestling before this. So they're like, "Yeah, we're bringing FIP back," and I'm like, "What's FIP?" And they're like, "Well, that's where the big dogs go." And I'm like, "I want to be a big dog. I don't want this fucking ACW title anymore. So they brought me to the FIP, but I was defending the ACW heavyweight championship on the FIP shows. So next thing you know, dude, I'm fucking just busting ass on the FIP shows. I'm not even ACW goes out of business, so then the title is kind of irrelevant. So now we just turned it into the WWN Proving Ground title or whatever they wanted to call it at the time. Saquon Sugars, actually, Lucky Ali wrestles in I think Dark City Squad or whatever the fuck it's called. He actually is the one that took the title from me, and as soon as he took the title from me, they got rid of it. So he was the last champion. So now I'm titleless, and I'm going for the FIP title, dude. And so I told myself, like, when I first started wrestling, I was like, obviously the main dream is everybody wants to get fucking signed, but we're going to be on the independents for a short or a long time. And if I'm going to be here for a long time, I want to be the big dog. And I wanted to have that FIP title. Then once I looked up the fucking lineage of this fucking title, like guys like Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, fucking guys like Bryan Danielson, fucking
Austin Theory,
Rich Swann, Homicide, yeah, Austin Theory, guys from Japan, guys from China, guys from Germany, and I was like, I want that fucking title so bad, dude. Like I would kill somebody for it. And I try. If you've seen the match, I fucking tried to. And now coming up, it's this Sunday. I'll have the title for 700 fucking days. 700 motherfucking days. So I'm the longest reigning. And the thing is, you know, all credit goes to John fucking Davis, the guy who had it longest before me. But let's be honest, he held it through a fucking COVID era where FIP wasn't around.
So does it really count?
I wish I could just go sit on the couch for 200 fucking days. But so like if you see his 632 days, you look at my 700, and I think he defended it like 3 times. I've defended mine, I think 35 times in 5 different countries and fucking all over the United States. Like, I feel bad for whoever, if anybody ever takes this fucking title from me. I truly feel bad for him because it's going to be like, yeah. They take the title. It's going to be like, yeah, fuck. But I feel bad though, because like all that hard work I put into this title, it's like, you know, people are going to be like, hey, why don't you help the fucking new champion get booked? Fuck you. Suck my dick. I did it all on my fucking own. You can do it on your own.
Hopefully they'll have more. It'll have a higher pedigree once they take it. So now they have to carry that weight around,
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, not only did I defend the title in England, Scotland, Thailand, Canada, Puerto Rico, all over the United States, but I've taken the title to fucking Istanbul, Turkey, to fucking Frankfurt, Germany, to fucking Paris, France. I've taken this title just like on vacation and shit.
Can't take your cats, might as well take the title.
Yeah, dude. There's pictures. Like, I'll send the pictures to the owner of the company, and he'll just be like, "God, that's fucking hot." Like this title's. I had this title in Alaska the other day, just sitting out. There's a lake called Mirror Lake in Alaska. And it's like so calm and still that you can see the reflections of the mountains. So I had the promoter, I made the promoter have his daughter fucking run out in the middle of the lake and take the title out there. I wasn't getting my feet wet. Fuck that shit. So we had his daughter go out there and put the title on a rock and fucking took it. I sent it to my promoter. He was like, God damn, dude, that's amazing. Like there will never be a better FIP champion. I could confidently say that.
I agree.
Yeah. And
look how cool. Look how cool it is. Like, that's a fucking
nice
title.
belt. It's a very nice belt.
It's not a fucking belt, a title, goddammit.
It's a title. It's a belt that represents the title.
Oh wait, I got something else too. Hold on. I'll keep talking to you so you guys know that I'm still here. But since I'm the fucking longest reigning FIP World Heavyweight Champion, there's the fucking FIP World Heavyweight Championship, and here's mine that I get to keep forever.
Oh. That was shinier too, huh?
Yeah, there's an August Artois side plate. That's my logo back there. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, this one's brand fucking new. Shout out JD Mason from Seattle, Washington fucking made this for me. A replica title, but it's fucking actually it's heavier than the fucking original one.
Really? That's nice.
But this is the one that's been held by all those fucking names and everything. It's actually this one was made in 2006. Holy shit.
It's been
almost
a while.
20 years.
Man,
and then I got this one still being in England as well. I should have that fucking IPW heavyweight championship if the fucking Giant Orion wasn't on fucking steroids.
In due time.
I think I saw him eat a goat before the show started.
It's very possible.
Me.
With barbecue sauce, right?
Goat. Son of a bitch. Anyways, continue.
But like your first. So now we're kind of touching on the international part of it. Like your first FIP title defense took place at Target Wrestling, which was the title that you brought into the picture there a moment ago, in Cumbria, England. So that's quite a way to kick off a championship reign. So how did that opportunity come together?
No,
and how would you?
It was in Whitehaven. I think the location's Cumbria, but the city or whatever, they're fucking shit over there. It's so stupid.
It's like a province, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, because like when I go to
county and then
like when I go to Newcastle, I go to my buddy's head, which is Blayton, but it's in Gateshead. I was like, fucking shut up. I'm in Newcastle.
But I know that we touched on this, like comparing wrestling in England, comparing it to in front of Americans. And now we might be seeing the same thing as what we're seeing on the big shows, the WWEs and the AEWs, where they're wrestling outside of the US and they're getting these pops, and like these guys have never ever heard these. Like, is it comparable to that, or
kind of? But it's way more at an indie show, because I think they tone people down at those big shows, because like when I came out the one time, they were like, what was the chant they did? They were like, "We hate August. We hate August. Fuck you, August. Fuck you, August." And I was like, it was like fucking 300 people chanting it, and I was like, Jesus Christ. And then I looked out the one time, and like everyone in the crowd had their left shoe in the air, and they were like, "Take your left shoe off if you hate Artois. Take your left shoe off if you hate Artois." I was like, come on, guys. So like my first time coming out, my opponent was called. His name was Tony H, and the crowd was like, fuck, how did the chant go? Oh, they were like, Tony H, Tony H, la 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 la, Tony H. But when they went la 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 la, they all spun in fucking circles. So I'm sitting there like, I'm trying to be a bad guy and like tell these people like, shut the hell up, stop it right now. And in my head, I was like, this is so fucking cool. Like this is, and that was my first time ever experiencing that, and that was fucking really cool, man.
Oh man, that's amazing.
The thing that sucked though, mentioning earlier about my coach Francisco Chiazzo, was my first time ever leaving the country to go wrestle on my first UK tour. I landed in the UK. He made sure I was cool, and the next day he fucking died.
Oh no!
Oh wow,
it's horrible.
What a dick! What an Irish goodbye.
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess, huh?
He's not even Irish. He's Italian.
That's true.
God rest his soul, though. But he was definitely with me, because my buddy told me, he's like, yeah, nothing but clear skies, fucking beautiful sunshine weather. And then as soon as I found out that he died, my buddy's dad called. He's like, yeah, fucking 70-mile-per-hour winds, fucking, fucking sideways rain. I was like, that's him. Because he was very emotional. So he's probably like, dude, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to fucking die. My bad.
Oh, man. I don't know if you've ever seen Family Guy there. It's raining sideways.
Yeah. Ollie, how's the weather? It's raining sideways. Yeah, but God rest his soul, though. I know a lot of the success I'm having now is definitely him fucking watching out for me.
That's great.
But England was fucking awesome, though, man. And then when I got there, my opponent Tony H gives me I got the picture over here, the picture of me and my coach. Fucking, he's got it in a frame and everything. I was like, "Fuck you, dude! Way to get in my head before the match, you piece of shit."
Yeah.
But it was a really good match, man. And then I also wrestled at Wrestle Carnival, and same thing, dude. Like, those crowds over there are so passionate with every fucking thing they do, whether it's fucking soccer or drinking a beer. They're passionate about it. So, and like I try to explain to people, like, you really, 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 really have to suck for the crowd not to like make a sound when you're out there. And I've heard the crowd be quiet before, and the match did suck. It was terrible.
Yeah, they're pretty honest, that's for sure.
It was the dog's bollocks.
Oh man! So you mentioned Wrestle Carnival, but I believe there was also WAW in England that you would have.
Yeah, that was the second tour.
Okay.
That was the second tour. That's the company that Paige's family owns.
Okay, cool.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it was
cool.
So Ricky now.
Yeah, it was shit. It was fucking shit. I get there, I met her dad. Her mom and her dad are fucking cool people. But then they introduced me to the fucking producer. I'm like, producer for an independent wrestling show? You kidding me? Like, get off your fucking horse, you dickbag. So he's like, hey, mate, you're going to be working fucking face tonight. And, like, my opponent knows me from, like, social media and stuff. And, like, even he, like, popped his head up and was like, is this a joke? And I was like, oh, I work heel, like, 100% heel. He's like, well, guess what? You're working face tonight. I was like, I looked at my opponent. He goes, well, I guess we'll try. So we go out there, they fucking pop for my opponent, who's a bad guy, and I come out and they go, who are ya? Who are ya? Who are ya? And I was like, this is not fucking working. So I cut a promo and I'm like, hey, everybody, I'm really happy to be here. And they're like, fuck you, go back to America. I'm like, okay, told you this wasn't going to fucking work. Like, I don't look like a fucking good guy at all. Number one, Fuck that shit. So
But,
after the show, Paige's dad was like, who the fuck's idea was it for you to be face? And I was like, fucking him. Right there, that motherfucker. And he was like, no, absolutely. And so I worked again the next day. And he's like, tomorrow you're heel. So then the next day, the producer's like, hey, I'm going to have you work heel tonight. I was like, oh, fuck you, you cocksucker.
Yeah.
What a piece of shit. Yeah, but like everything else was cool. You know, the family was the brothers and stuff, all the real close group fucking family. But yeah, fuck that producer, man. What a loser.
So fun fact, actually, on that subject about Paige's family, her mom competed in Moncton here in a tournament. I believe it was for IHW, wasn't it?
Correct. It was the Maritime Cup 6, I believe.
That's right. It was the women's tournament.
Yeah, she made it to the finals and lost to Madison Miles.
Let me ask you guys a question now. What the fuck does that got to do with me?
Yeah, Mark.
Hey,
that's why you're Mark the Mark. Keep going with. Don't insult our guest.
Who gives a shit about that? Hey, fun fact. I like Tommy Pickles when I was a kid.
He's got him tattooed on his butt cheek too.
But anyway, back to our important subject here. So in 2024, so you did continue that global. You traveled around the world again. Back onto that. So you competed for IWA in Puerto Rico, and
but then
match with Savio Vega.
But then rewind. The fucking third UK tour is when I got to work for W3L and Valor, which are Scotland companies. So my first two tours I did England. Oh no, wait. First tour I did England. My second tour I did England, Scotland. And then my third tour, I did England, Scotland. And then I think my fourth, I've been there so many times. I think this is the sixth time I'm going back. I leave in when do I leave? A couple days? What is today?
We're the 7th today.
Yeah, so I leave in 12 days to go to England again for a week. My fucking schedule's crazy.
What's your schedule like that whole week? Like, are you performing the whole week or?
Yeah, I'm literally I've been there so much that there's nothing to see, and I'm just gonna I'm gonna land, wrestle, fuck, have sex with this one chick from Scotland, and leave.
There you go. At least you have an itinerary.
Right. Yeah.
As long as you know where you're going.
I like Jason. I'd like to have a beer with Jason. But anyways, now fast forward. Yeah, then I went to fucking IWA Puerto Rico and wrestled Savio Vega. I wrestled John Hawkins first, and I took his Intercontinental title. And then I defended my FIP title and took his title. Then I went back, wrestled him again. He took his title back. Then I went back and had a fucking bloodbath with Savio. It was wow. I was bloody. And then they snuck me out of the back entrance with a towel over my head so the fans wouldn't recognize me and throw batteries or try to kill me.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, they fucking... Well, in Spanish, huele bichos means the smell of an insect or an insect smell or a bug, the smell of a bug or something like that. In all dialects except for Puerto Rico. In Puerto Rico, huele bichos means dick sniffer. So I came out and I was like, huele bichos, huele bichos. And so half the fucking crowd was like, what the fuck? And then half the crowd was like, fuck you, motherfucker. Don't you ever call my grandma a dick sniffer. Because growing up and stuff, it's one thing to tell your buddy, suck my dick, bro. It's kind of just, it becomes, you get so used to it. But for someone just I'm going to whip my dick out and I don't want you to suck it. I just want you to sniff it. That's even worse.
Just get the worst part of it.
Yeah. So there were people in the crowd and Savio was like, yeah, I would stay. I was like, well, I'm going to go out there and on the side and watch the rest of it. He's like, don't go out there. He's like, we're going to take you. He's like, before the show's over, we're going to take you back to the hotel. I'm like, okay, sorry. No, good. It's good.
That's a good way to get heat, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, and then on top of that, then my hotel was by this area, and I have a lot of friends that are from Puerto Rico, So I'm like, I'm on Instagram making videos and stuff of where I'm at, and my friends from Puerto Rico hit me up, and they're like, "Hey, wherever you're at right now, like, I'd get the fuck out of there immediately. Like, don't go back to your hotel, dude." I'm like, "Oh, what's wrong?" They're like, "That's where people die." I'm like, "Oh,
Jesus Christ.
going back to my hotel now."
Okay. Well, I was gonna say, like, Puerto Rico doesn't seem to have a very good reputation, eh? Already, Bruiser Brody died there. Like, who else?
Yeah, and on top of that, the guy who fucking killed him was at the show, like in the locker room with us, wearing the fucking mat. And I'm wearing
Vader
a fucking
won.
I'm wearing a shirt because I'm a fucking dickhead. I'm wearing a shirt that in English and in Spanish it says "Justice for Brody."
Fuck.
Hold on, I got the shirt right here. Let me grab it real quick.
Nothing like pushing buttons.
It's kind of like suicide if you really think about it.
That's pushing the red button.
Jesus.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh,
Yeah.
my.
I don't know how to say it. Justicia pa Brody. So, like, we're having the meeting, like, before the show. Savio Vega is this way. Everybody's looking this way. Invader number 1 is over here. And that motherfucker's just staring just at me. I was like, the fuck, dude? Like, so I told Savio, I was like, he's staring at me. And then Savio was like, he's going to get involved in our match. Like, he's going to come out with a fork and he's going to stab me. I was like, stab who? He's like, me, Savio. And I was like, all right. So as soon as he hit the ring, dude, I fucking jumped out of that ring so fucking fast.
The last thing you wanted to hear was, "Hey, amigo, can I speak to you in the shower?"
Yeah, dude. And I was bloody that fucking night. So I go into the locker room and this dude's like, I'm bleeding everywhere. I'm like bleeding over the trash can. And he's like, "Hey, Sasuke, you fucking go into the shower and get that fucking shit cleaned off." And I was like, "No." And the one guy goes, "Why? Because he's here?" He goes, "Bro, he did it. It only happened one time." I was like, "Oh, one time? How many people have you fucking killed?"
Jesus Christ.
Then he starts counting.
Oh, just once? Oh, okay. Just one time? Oh, yeah, he only killed one person. Oh, okay, cool. Fuck off. I got out of there so fucking fast, dude.
That might be my favorite story that we've ever heard on the show.
Oh, dude. Love it.
Yeah, it was definitely, like, the whole time at the airport, I was just fucking, like, because the guy had a mask on. I didn't even know what he really looked like in real life. So I'm like, who am I looking for?
Yeah, get jumped and you can't even describe it to the cops because you don't know what he looks like.
He was Puerto Rican.
In a fork.
Yeah, in a fork. That's crazy.
Well, look, I mean, I hope it was safer in Thailand because I believe this is like your next tour, like global tour, right? So you would have wrestled for Setup and IWA. So, how was that?
Culture shock, like a motherfucker. Well, first off, dude, it was you lose an entire day flying to Thailand. Like it takes the one flight's 12 hours, the next flight I think is 8, then the next one's 6, and then you get there, and it's
Oh wow.
So you're all fucked up by the time you get there. And then on top of that, like, dude, like it's a whole new world in Asia. Like, I mean, there's a lot of 7-Elevens, but that's about the only thing that's their 7-Elevens are made. Their 7-Elevens are fucking. It's fine dining, dude. It's the most amazing thing. You go into a 7-Eleven, get a fucking milkshake, a fucking a toasty, a fucking SIM card for your phone, fucking anything you need at 7-Eleven. We make a stop at 7-Eleven every single night before. Like when I book a hotel in Thailand, I make sure there's a 7-Eleven in walking distance. But the cool thing is, in Thailand, like there's a 7-Eleven, and then if you look to the right, there's a 7-Eleven. Then if you get to that 7-Eleven, there's a 7-Eleven right there, and then there's a 7-Eleven right there. But then if you look over here, there's a 7-Eleven. They're every fucking where, dude. It's amazing. But anyways, so I'm looking up like what you can't do. So I'm telling the promoter, I was like, I heard there's a rule about like you can't disrespect the king. He's like, no, you'll go to prison for 10 years. Like no matter who you are, if you disrespect the king or the queen or anything like that, the royal family. So I was like, all right, well, how about I come out then? Because I was going to come out and be like, I heard this fucking country's got a king. I'm the king. And they're like, he's like, don't do that. Like, you'll go to prison. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, I won't do that. So then I was like, well, how about I come out and say, like, I heard this country's got a king. That's awesome because I'm a king too, and I respect him. He goes, no, don't do that, because if anybody in the crowd boos, then they go to fucking prison for 10 years.
Oh my god.
So maybe just don't do. I was like, I won't do anything at all then. So I look up online, like, what's the most disrespectful thing you can do in Thailand, and like middle fingers because they don't really understand it, but they know it's like a disrespectful thing, so they think it's the most offensive thing ever. So I come out and the crowd's like, they do a little pop for me, and as soon as they did, I just put my middle finger up, and the crowd was like, you just hear them all like suck air, and it just got dead. All you hear is my music bouncing off the walls. I was like, oh, this is awesome. Because like the guy I wrestled, Shivam, he's a fucking like he's an Indian dude that lives in Thailand. He's their savior, and they fucking love him. As soon as his music hit, dude, the ground was shaking. The fucking people were screaming so loud. But comparing now those like all crowds, like America is it's a good crowd, but it's sometimes consistent, sometimes shit. UK is always a good crowd, but Thailand, dude, like the way they cheer, like we'd lock up and they'd be like, yeah, and it'd get dead quiet. Then he'd put me in an arm wringer and they'd be like, yeah, and it'd just be like, yeah, dead quiet, yeah, dead quiet. So everything we did, like, but when I came out though, dude, I'm like trying to get the most heat possible, and touching the tops of people's heads in Thailand is one of the most disrespectful things you can do. It's like their holy location or whatever. So I'm like turning the ring, and there was this girl taking a picture of me. I was like, good job, sweetheart. And I tapped her on the head, and everybody was like, he's like, fuck this guy. So I get in the fucking ring, and I tell the promoter before the show, I was like, I would love to cut a promo, because I'm really good at fucking talking. I was like, I'd love to cut a promo. He's like, dude, like 20% of the people speak like broken English. Like half of them aren't, like, they're not even gonna understand you. So I get out there, and next thing you know, the crowd's like, fuck you, August! Fuck you, August! It's greatest thing I've ever, like, when I heard that, my heart just fucking started melting. I was like, this is amazing. They're trying their hardest to speak English, but they don't properly know how to pronounce all the words, but they're trying. And it was like, so it was a good chant. It was like, fuck you, August!
They're doing fuck you,
August! That was awesome. So then after the show, dude, we went to Bangkok, where fucking you can rent a girl for like $12 a night. You can drink a beer, like 17 cents a beer. Fucking food's like 20 cents for a piece of chicken. Man, it's fucking, I love Thailand. I can't, 73 days now, I think. We'll be back.
Buy a Game Boy for $60.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, buy a Game Boy for $60, buy a gay boy for $30. I'm hilarious. No, that's my favorite. On top of that, the more travel worthiness of it, like the temples. Like I drive down the street in Florida, and it's just gas station, crackhead, fucking mini mall, fucking palm tree. You go over there, there's like gas station, crackhead, temple, amazing temple with a dragon spiral and shit like that. There's like monks walking down the street and shit. Like it's truly a culture shock, and like things that are acceptable over here aren't over there. Like for instance, like if you finish with your food and you want to help the staff out by bringing your plate up to the kitchen, like they'll find that as like disrespectful, because it's basically saying like, here, bitch, I'll do it for you.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things over there that like aren't acceptable. So that, like, if you're ever gonna travel like distance away from your home, make sure to look up the culture and customs and shit like that.
That's right. That's a good idea.
Yeah. So because well, shut up real quick. There's 3 fucking different ways to fucking, like, if you're talking to like a younger person, you go sawadee krap. If you're talking to someone your age, you go sawadee krap. And if you're talking to someone older or a monk, you go sawadee krap. Yeah, motherfuckers.
So the hand placement is just based on the age of the person you're speaking with.
And boom, yeah. And then there's other ways too, but they usually, like, sawadee means hi, but sawadee krap, they say krap after everything, and it's like a formal way to speak. So I'd be like, sawadee krap, sawadee mai krap. So that's hi, how are you? But you put krap after everything. It's a formal way to talk.
Not as formal in the U.S.
Yeah, the women go sawadee-ka, and the men go sawadee krap. Yeah, so that's how you know.
You're gonna have to start giving seminars on how to speak Thai.
Yeah, well, when I get over there, because I don't know how to speak like fluent Thai, but I do know how to ask them how to ask someone in Thai if they know how to speak English, and it's kun put pasa angry Thai mai. Yeah. Do you speak English? And they don't speak in words, they speak in tones. So when I say kun put, it's got to go kun put pasa angry Thai mai. It's got to, all those tones have to hit, or it means something completely different. Like, well, you lick my butthole or something.
And then they say yes. You're like, fuck.
Yeah.
So what I kind of wanted to touch on, so Target Wrestling. So again, like the title that you had shown us there earlier, the heavyweight championship. So you've held it for 236 days and counting now.
I have? Cool.
We've been counting. Imagine that.
I have.
But is there a certain pedigree to that title? Like, is there anyone of note that you might know who held that title?
I think there are a few, but I don't give a shit. It's not as important to me. Like, for me, it's like I'm the guy now. Like, I'm the first ever American to have this title. I'm the first person to ever make this title a world title by defending it in Florida. So yeah, I'm the guy that if you get someone else in like 5 years on from Target, they'll be like, yeah, did you know August Artois held it?
So you're that pedigree.
No, I mean, other people have held it, but I don't give a shit about them. They can suck it, fucking English bastards. But the thing is, like, with the Target Wrestling thing, they're doing, like, so when it was up for grabs and I was the one to fight for it, everybody in the crowd's like, even at my merch table and stuff, people were like, I really wish you'd win tonight, but, you know, I know you're not going to because you're from America. I was like, okay. And I won the title, dude, and the crowd was like, what the fuck? So then, while I'm away, like, this title hasn't been in fucking England, like, the whole year. So I'm away this next time, and I'm coming back in August, so they have a tournament, like a fucking full, like, 2-show tournament to find out who's going to fight me when I come back. I came back. Well, there's that answer.
Nice.
So, like, people at my merch table, again, were like, it was a good run while you did it, bud, but like we know you're losing it tonight because it was like their top fucking babyface, like their top babyface. The crowd was filled with Rossi Rascal fucking signs. Everybody knew he was leaving with the title that night. Well, they thought he was leaving with the title. So now I'm back in Florida, and they had like a Royal Rumble, like a whole battle royal to decide who's gonna fight me. Well, good luck, dipshit.
They have to go through fucking rituals to find you opponents. Look at that.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to... I know a lot of people want me to move to the UK because, I mean, I honestly would love to, but the food, the women, the fucking weather, I'm cool.
So...
Maybe one.
Yeah, you never know. You never know.
No, never know.
You do what's best for you, right? So we actually saw you add another country, a new country to your resume, when you wrestled here in Canada for IPW, Island Pro Wrestling. That was back in June. So that was your first appearance for IPW. So that's when you were kind of first introduced to us as well. So how did you get on their radar? Like how did that come together?
Fuck. I don't even remember, to be honest. I think they just needed someone that, I mean, look at me. There's nobody like me in Canada. There's no one that does it like me in Canada. I mean, hell, the next time I came back, they even fucking hit me up and they were like, hey, can you get us somebody else from Florida? And I was like, well, do you mean to tell me there's nobody in Canada that's available? They're like, we need somebody that's fucking main event quality. So I brought my friend Ray Fury up with me. So I think it was one of those things that they were like, we need a diamond in the rough and we don't want it to be anybody from like, so when I do come to Canada, people are like, oh, fuck, wow, August is here. Like, we don't get to see this motherfucker like every other weekend. So same thing when I go to England, people are like, yeah, August is here. Fuck yeah. It's not the same shit every fucking week, every month. It's a new guy, new blood. Hi, sweetheart. It's my cat. She wants scratches. I forget what the question was.
It was IPW.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, they knew they needed a fucking top-notch guy, and here I am. Yeah. And all of a sudden now, I see fucking bastards are having a show in December. My fucking phone hasn't rang yet.
You don't want to be here in December. It's a little chilly.
No, I love it. I have a winter jacket. I bought a jacket for Iceland. It'll handle the fucking Canada weather.
I thought you were about to say I bought a jacket for PEI.
No, fuck that. But well, we can act like I did.
Shit, why not?
I'll tell the owner I found about an $80 jacket just to get booked in December.
Yeah, Summers will pay for it.
Yeah, fucking bastard.
Hey, Giant Orion, I bought myself a jacket. I'm back in December.
Coming for that title, motherfucker.
Oh, man. So we saw you actually a second time when you returned to Canada in September for IPW's Game Over. Competing in not one, but two matches. That's how much they love you. That's amazing, right?
That's fucked up.
So your first match was the tournament match for the IPW Heavyweight Championship, which you did come out with the win, and it was against a lesser-known opponent to yourself, but also to common wrestling fans, as he is kind of new, but Pete LeBlanc.
Pete LeBlanc.
And he had a shot at your FIP title. That glorious...
You know his name is LeBlanc, you fucking bastard.
Oh, yeah.
Well, don't get on my good side. Fuck you. Say his name right. You're a fucking journalist.
They wrote it like that, to be honest. So
bastards.
Kind of funny.
Bastards.
But so you gave him a title shot at the FIP heavyweight title as well. So what made you decide to do that?
The FIP World Heavyweight Champion. And the reason I did was because they were people were hitting me up and they're like, "Hey, this guy's greener than goose shit. He's a new kid. He's fucking just starting off. He lacks confidence." And I was like, "Well, here's some fucking confidence, motherfucker. You're fighting for glory now. Like you're fighting to put your name in history. You're fighting to take over my fucking international schedule. Like you're going to be fighting now to get booked in Florida. So now this isn't just a singles match to move on for the IPW championship. This is now if you would have beat me and went into that second match, if he would have fought Giant Orion after winning that, he would have been unstoppable. He would have thought he would have thought he was immortal. I think he would have fucking walked away with 2 titles if he would have beat me, but he fucking didn't because he sucks. No, he doesn't suck. Yeah, he sucks. He sucks compared to me. So, but I mean, he shocked me. He fucking sure shocked me. But I mean, if we were in a 20x20, I would have lost because my foot wouldn't have been under the rope. But we weren't. Cheap motherfuckers only bought an 18x18.
Exactly.
That's all they can afford. They got to bring you up from Florida every time.
Yeah, next time buy a bigger ring since you can't bring me up in December, you pieces of shit.
Saving money.
Yeah.
So, as mentioned, so you made it to the final of that tournament for the IPW Heavyweight Championship and faced the 7 feet, 300-pound Giant Orion. I'm not so sure. I think he's bigger than that. But anyway, that's for another time. What was it like going up against him? Like, is he the biggest opponent you faced in the ring?
Yeah, it definitely was, but I picked him up. I can say that. I picked his big ass up, and that to me is a fucking win. Because I don't do leg day. It's an upper body business, so I fucking strictly stay upper body, and I don't really even do legs. So for me to even be able to pick up that giant motherfucker was a win in its own. But yeah, man, I mean, he was a super heavy. That was a heavyweight title, not a super heavyweight title. That's bullshit. I got screwed. That's what happened. If they would have fucking let me like beat Pete LeBlanc and then fucking come back another show and then fight for the top, then I would have won. But dude, I was fucking exhausted. I just got done fucking beating. What was that, like a 15 fucking minute match too? Fucking bastards.
Oh well. So recently you've headed to Alaska. You had mentioned that earlier. What was it like wrestling in Alaska compared to everywhere else in the lower 48?
That was kind of like what I was mentioning earlier about it's all about location. There is no wrestling in Alaska. So it was fucking hot, dude. Like the first night I came out, obviously like a handful of people might follow the company on social media. So, you know, a handful of people saw the promo. So when I came out, a lot of the people in the crowd were like, you know, who is this guy? I wonder what he's about. And I came out, I fucking, you know, flipped this kid off, I stole a baby. I tried to steal a baby in a stroller. I took this guy's hat. Yeah. Took this guy's fucking hat, threw it across the fucking venue. And right away they were like, okay, this guy's a fucking asshole. And now I don't give a shit who comes out next. A broom can come out next, and that crowd's gonna be like, beat this guy's ass because he's a fucking asshole. The crowd popped as like a motherfucker for my opponent, and then the crowd picked up during the match, like because like every match that came back before that, they were like, the crowd's fucking dead tonight. I'm like, guys, nobody pays $20 a ticket to be like, shh, let's be quiet tonight. Like they want to have fun. You gotta give them reasons to have fun. This isn't the UK. These people need reasons. So we went out there. The crowd was fucking hot for our match. The next match, the match after that, fucking it was hot as fuck. So then the next night we wrestled in Anchorage again, but at a different location. And this time, as soon as they put that fucking logo up on the fucking screen, as soon as that came up, the crowd was like, boom, fucking went off. And I think it might have been a smaller crowd, but it was just as loud, or I think even louder than the crowd the night before. Like it was still a lot of people, but yeah, dude, it was cool though, because like, and the kids up there, the guys that wrestle for the company are humble as fuck. Because like I said, they don't fucking wrestle every weekend, or I mean, they might now with the company, but they were there early. They tore down the ring at the training center, got to the venue, put up the ring, wrestled, tore the ring down, took it back to the fucking training center. It was fucking crazy. But yeah, the crowd was cool. It was cold as fuck, but I made sure like I wanted to do cool shit, but everything that was like fun, like a helicopter ride was like $400. I'm like, I'm not fucking paying for that shit. Fuck off. So I ate a yak burger. I ate a reindeer omelet. I ate elk gravy with elk sausage and gravy, and then of course I ate fucking chicken and stuff. But yeah, those are the three main things that I ate, and it was cool.
Yeah, that was actually kind of my next question, because I had followed you a bit on social media about your travels, and you're trying to eat bison the whole time you were there. You ate everything else but.
I tried to eat fucking bison, dude, but like I think the closest one was like a 2-hour drive away, and I was like, nah. And then I found out there's like bison in Colorado, Utah. There's fucking bison everywhere. I was like, oh. And then my brother was like, there's a place down the street that sells bison in Florida. I was like, oh, never mind.
We actually sell it in the grocery stores here in Canada.
Yeah, so I'll just wait till fucking Summers can afford me again.
That's it. Summers will buy you. I know you're listening. I know you're listening, Summers. So next time August is up, get him some bison.
Is this live right now?
It's not, but he will definitely listen.
Yeah, you piece of shit.
So speaking of all your travels and stuff, I'm sure you've collected a lot of like memorable or funny stories on the road and travel. Is there any that you would like to share?
Stories? Yeah, I thought you were going to talk about collectibles. I got a lot of collectibles from like Thailand and the UK, and I collect rocks from every country I go to as well. I'm a loser. I like rocks.
So yeah, you're a rock hound?
I might have a little bit of the tism, but I like rocks. I do like them. I like the smoothness of them, the jaggedness of them, the color of them, the shape of them, the whatever. But yeah, in Thailand, this one time I banged a hooker, and then I used her as a footrest for the rest of the time I had her, so I could watch Netflix. That was pretty fun. Yeah, that was pretty fun.
There's got to be some crazy airport stories, man. You travel everywhere.
I usually just mind my fucking business at the airport. Like, if anything starts popping off, I just walk away because I don't want to ever be affiliated with anything, because I do look like a fucking criminal, or at least someone who would start some shit. But, like, everyone always tells me, like, there's no smoking at airports, and, like, I literally smoke from the time I walk into the airport, like my little vapey thingy. I smoke from the time I get to the airport. While I'm while I'm walking down the jet bridge, I smoke. While I'm sitting in my seat on the airplane, I smoke. When I'm in the bathroom, I smoke. When I'm walking off the plane, I smoke. Like no one's ever got. One little kid one time almost I was hitting it, and once you get to like a higher altitude and you blow it fast, it just dissipates as soon as it comes out of your mouth. So I'll do it in my chair. But I didn't realize we were still on the runway. So I like hit it and I blew it real quick and a fat cloud went down and underneath this little girl's seat, like a fucking like 6-year-old girl. And the smoke came up from the bottom of her seat. And she's like, Mommy. She's like, it's smoke. It came from him. And she like pointed back at me and I immediately just acted like I was sleeping. She's like, no, honey, it's the air conditioning from the plane. It comes in foggy. I was like, oh, thank God her mom's an idiot. That only happens when you land. But what other crazy stories are you Thailand's just a fucking crazy story in general. Like it's literally adult Disneyland. You can spend $10 a day and live like a fucking king. It's amazing.
So you mentioned collectibles. What are some of the stuff that you've brought back from overseas and stuff?
I got a giant emerald Buddha. That's pretty cool. I got a miniature tuk-tuk. That's pretty fucking cool. I got rocks and stuff, like I said, from like Alaska, from Philippines, from I took the title of the Philippines as well. Forgot about that. I got seashells from Thailand, from I think Maya Bay or whatever. They literally tell you right before you get there, they're like, no taking any shells or rocks. I'm like, yeah, okay. Maybe that rule applies to everybody else. But then I got like I have a box, and it's called, I just labeled it Wrestling Memories. And it's got everything. It's got notes from fans. It's got pictures from fans. It's got like ticket stubs for fucking airplanes, for hotel keys, fucking like any fucking possible memory that has to do with wrestling is in that fucking box. It's filled. After 5 years, it's
like a
filled.
time capsule.
So basically, like I try not to look through it. Like I just open it up and put shit in there and close it because I know like in 10 years from now I'll open it up and go through it and be like, wow, man, that was fucking. I guess my bad back was fucking worth it.
So aside from in-ring performing, you also host a podcast called Real and Raw with Artois with co-host Wizzo. Can you tell us about that podcast and how did you guys get started with that?
Yeah, well, I did the podcast by myself originally, and it was just audio only. And I had guys like Mojo Raleigh on. I had guys like Austin Aries, bunch of different local guys from Florida, and it did really well. But then I was like, why am I doing this? I don't give a fuck about anybody else. Why am I doing this? So I got sick of fucking like trying to do a wrestling career and a real life and the podcast. I was like, no, fuck this. Like I got to stop trying to help people. Like this isn't helping anybody but the person that's on the podcast. So then I got interviewed one day by That Wrestling Dude, which is Wizzo, and I noticed his co-host was like slack as fuck. Like he was like falling asleep while we were recording, or he'd be at the bar like partying while he was trying to do an episode. Oof. So after I got done, me and him, I mentioned that I did a podcast. He's like, you should do it again. Like I'll help you with it. So he helps with like, you know, clicking the images, loading the content, fucking, he'll like clip up the whole podcast and post it and tag me. And he started an Instagram for both pages. So we have the podcast Real and Raw, which is BAM. Real and Raw with August Artois is every Wednesday at 7 p.m. And then Ridiculous with a W, BAM, is every Thursday at 7 p.m. Ridiculous is like the show Ridiculousness. It's just a bunch of crazy clips from wrestling, though. So we watch like entrances, botches, fucking crazy like stunts, crazy fucking hardcore deathmatch stuff. We watch tits and butts and stuff. It's fun. But then on Real and Raw with August Artois, we have a guest on. We'll talk about the guest. We'll have a quiz. We'll do 3 or 4 questions. We'll do a random wrestling quiz. And then we'll do a segment called What Grinds Your Gears? Bring the Ruckus, and what pisses you off about pro wrestling? Because everybody's like, oh, what do you love about pro wrestling? Fuck that. What pisses you off about it? Because a lot more shit does. And then we do shitty promo of the week, and we watch a bunch of shitty promos, and we make fun of them. It's really fun. The podcast isn't for everybody, for sure. But yeah. So, Real and Raw with August Artois every Wednesday at 7 p.m. and Ridiculous with a W every 7 p.m. Every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time.
Cool. Aside from your in-ring work as well, you offer seminars. You want to talk a bit about that and how people can sign up for those?
Yeah, just follow me. Because, like, if I'm just bored one day, I'll be like, virtual seminar. And every time I do it, I always have people are like, dude, that was the most knowledge anybody's ever dropped on me. And I think it's just because I don't give a shit. Like, I'm not going to hide anything from you because I know damn well you could lead a horse to water, but you can't make it quit smoking meth. Yeah, it's like I could give you guys the fucking answers, but like you're not going to do it like me. You're not going to talk like me, walk like me, act like me. You're not going to do shit like me. So me not making money off my knowledge is stupid. So yeah, I do virtual seminars, and then when I'm at shows, like when I was in Alaska, I did a seminar. When I was in Scotland, I did 2 seminars. When I was in England, I did a seminar. So yeah, man, I'm here to help people, but a lot of people think at the same time they're like, well, you've only been in the business for 5 years. What could you possibly teach people? Okay, you keep thinking that. There's people that have been in the business for 2 years that I've learned from. So fuck off.
Yeah, it's all about experience. Everybody experiences things differently, so.
Yeah, like drugs.
That's right. Last but not least, we're going to let you talk about your favorite subject, you. What's going on with Argus the rest of the year and 2026? I see that you've already started booking dates for next year. What's next?
Jason, it's August, not Argust.
August.
Son of a bitch. It's because people get ready for the Artois, so they go Argus, Artois. Yeah, fuck off. No excuse. What's on the horizon for August Artois? Yeah, so this weekend I'm in Pride of Wrestling, defending my Pride of Wrestling Florida title, which I don't have right now because it's being fixed because it's a piece of shit. But then I'll be going up against Noah Vale. That's this weekend, Pride of Wrestling Seminole, Florida. Next weekend, I'll be defending the FIP World Heavyweight Championship at Slam Jam, Carolina Slam Jam in Wilson, North Carolina. And then the following weekend, I will be heading off to the UK. And I will be wrestling at EPW. That's, it's funny. EPW, American Wrestling, is the company's name in the UK. That's in Redcar, England. I will be going up against, I don't fucking know yet. And then the following day, I will be at Target Wrestling, and I will be defending my title against. Fuck, I don't even remember his name.
Can't be that good.
Medallion is his name. I've never met the fucking guy, dude. He's on like every show I'm at. I've never seen him in the locker room. I've never seen him after the show. Never seen him before the show. Fucking wild. Anyways, and then the following day, I'll be defending my FIP World Heavyweight Championship against. Shit. I forgot his fucking name too. But anyways, I'm gonna be taking he's got a title. It's like the Rascals title. And yeah, it's title for title. So I'm definitely gonna be coming home. I'm going with 3 titles and coming home with fucking 4. I'm gonna have to buy another bag. Ridiculous.
And then
and then after that, December 13th, I might be in Puerto Rico waiting for the promoter to let me know if he accepts my rate or not. And then the following day, I'll be at WWN FIP in Florida. And then January 9th. Oh, shit, dude. Fuck. January 11th, I'll be in Ontario, Canada at NCG or NCW.
Yeah, NCG, yeah.
Oh, watch out. Giant Orion's there.
Yeah, I'm hunting him down no matter where I go. And then January 19th, I leave for Thailand. And then January 30th, I wrestle in Bangkok with PSE, Paradise Sports Entertainment. February 1st, I'll be wrestling with Paradise Sports Entertainment in Pattaya, Thailand for the 2nd year anniversary of PSE. I wrestled for the 1st year anniversary, and now I'm back for the 2nd. Ow! They want me to move there, but I'm just not ready yet. I don't think my cats can take a fucking 24-hour flight.
Yeah. Sounds like you're a busy guy.
Yeah, man. I'm hoping something. I always promise myself that if the next year I wrestled isn't bigger or better than the last year, then I'm just going to start fading away. But it just keeps getting bigger and better. So whatever. I'm just going to go until something happens, whether good or bad. Yeah.
Well, this was an absolute treat for us. Thank you very much to August Artois, not Argus, but August Artois.
Yeah, Jason.
Jason.
Too many beers, sorry.
I just got a new match on. Let's wrap this shit up.
All right, so thank you everybody for listening. Thank you to August Artois. He's real, he's raw, he's the international draw.
Yeah.
Take care, everybody.
You take care, motherfucker.
Thanks for tuning in to the Unofficial Maritime Wrestling Podcast. We drop new episodes every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Atlantic Time, so make sure to join us each week. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram, and also listen to the episodes and interviews on all your favorite podcast platforms, like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and more. And if you want to support us even further, grab one of our t-shirts over at Pro Wrestling Tees. Just scan the QR code to get yours. Until next time, thanks for listening and supporting Maritime Wrestling.